Good morning, folks. Welcome back. So, kind of just in the mood to do another vehicle, and I think I'm going to do a spaceship of a single noble, basically an RV, something that would be incredibly impractical and only the very rich would ever have. And I want to do something I don't normally do and do both the interior and the exterior. So, we'll see how that goes. I'm going to delete our cube. And the first thing I'm going to do is I actually went and looked for some floor plans from RVs, and I think we'll use something like that to start with. Make sure we get our base down. And so this is the Excursion 35B is the one we're going to be using. Let's RX, no, RY90, no, minus 90. There we go. And if we take a look at it, and I'm just going to RX. Minus 90. There, what? RX minus 90. Where are you going? That was in, no. The heck? RZ 90 minus 90. RZ minus 90. I could type today. Jesus. Okay, cool. We have a couple measurements we can use to make this thing scale to what it's supposed to be, relatively. First thing I'm going to do is just cut it out. Let's just knife tool it. And we're going to go with, I don't really need that, but whatever. That. Faces. And easiest scale to use is probably this 20-foot awning. So Shift A, mesh. Going to make a cube, and we're going to make it 20 feet. Okay, now we take our that and scale it up. And we can line it up. We don't have to be exact either, but that's good. To there. Then we can scale on the 3D cursor and scale it back until we are right on our 20-foot mark, or close enough for, government work. Delete the cube. Rotation and scale. So that should be an actual 20-foot floor plan. Let's just check. We'll idiot check it by putting a person in there. Yeah, that seems about right. It's not huge, but it's, well, dude, Alfredo. But that seems to be, appropriately sized for Alfredo. Okay. Cool. So now let's come in and let's just cut out the exterior of this thing. Okay. Tab. This guy. Tab. There we go. KX. We're just going to there. KX. To there. I'm just going to do a little bit of time. And there's a reason I am cutting it this way. And that will become apparent, I think. I hope. Okay. And then here, KY along our edge. Cool. KY. Okay. And then here, I'm just going to knife it. Although, honestly, it doesn't really matter. I don't know if we're going to match the front exactly. So let's just, sure. KY. There and there. Okay. So I was thinking that this is normally an extension out part, but I actually kind of want our ship to maybe be that wide, and then the door here, that way will give us an airlock on this side. That was my vibe anyway. And maybe we'll just scale-wise mirror it. That might be cool. So let's see. I'm gonna duplicate it. Alt X and then set its center point to, it's hard to tell what, 1, 2, 3, 4. So right there, maybe, or close to that. Object set origin to 3 cursor. Mirror on that side. It's pretty accurate, I think. Okay. That would be our full size, exterior size of our ship. Something like that. So we could take this one and E3 tab E3. It's a 10-foot. Go the other direction. Yeah. No. No, we're good there. So it's a 10-foot by 10-foot by 10-foot space. Cool. I like it. Apply all. And we're just going to duplicate it again. Down. And minus. Or not minus, rather, sorry. This one we're going to intersect and apply. Kill our cutter. Kill our exterior. Let's see. That gives us, yes, our full interior size for our ship. And we know it's going to be, excuse me, we're going to allow 10 feet high, maybe. I think 10 might be a bit high. Maybe let's go to 8 feet high. Item Z, not that one. This one is, let's go with 2.8. Maybe even a little less. I don't want to have a terribly high ceiling. Let's go 2.5. So that's going to be our interior cockpit area. So the ship cannot be smaller than that on the outside. It can be bigger than that, but can't be smaller than that on the outside. Okay. And I think we want, I don't know. How do we want to handle that? What do we want our ship's shape to be? We could go kind of squirrely and just build something. Let's see. So the first thing I think I want to do is take these two things together. And Control P, parent to object. And this is going to be our interior, right? Yes. Yes. Okay. And then this is going to be, we'll just name everything our floor plan. Great. And our cutter is the same size, right? Yep. Although I don't think I'm going to keep it because I'm going to make it again. Because I want to take this and Alt G or Shift S1. Object, set origin to 3D cursor. Object, set origin geometry to origin. I need both, damn it. I do not have both selected. Okay. Object, set origin to 3D cursor. Moved them both, damn it. Not lined them up properly. Come on. That one. Where's our this thing? And I guess we could just leave them where they are. Just find it annoying. I want them on the origin. I guess that is the origin. RZ90. Okay. Yeah, I guess that's good enough. That is the origin. Close enough. Doesn't have to be right down the center. Depth-wise, as long as it's laterally symmetrical. Okay. There's our floor plan again. Yeah. Okay, cool. I'm not going to worry about the floor plan for right now. I want to think about the exterior of the ship first. And it can be a bit bigger, like I said, it just can't be too much smaller, although in the front it could be. Shift A, mesh, random starship. Feel like it's too big. I kind of want it to be, honestly, more in that RV size too. Okay. Let's see. I don't know. Come on. Something in there. That would work. I'm not too worried. Let's see. But the floor, well, no, the floor needs to be a bit bigger. Okay, so we just scale. So right, like that. That would work because the floor could cut in on the ceiling and we would be okay. Right? If we wanted to be. We're already getting a bigger airlock than we would otherwise need, but let's see. That's cutting what into that? That's fine to cut in. That wouldn't be bad. That's not awful. I think we could go with that. Okay, let's check and see. Apply all. Shift D minus. And this is going to be, instead of a minus, going to be an intersection. Yes. And apply all. Get rid of our cutter. And now our inside should be fitting within our exterior. We may not keep them together at the same time, although we might. We'll see. And we've gotten a little bit more space than I might otherwise have asked for. So we might have a separate cockpit in here, which is fine. It doesn't have to match to the T to the excursion, clearly. But let's see. Although maybe, let's undo that a little bit. I'm just going to try one more thing. Okay, take this, GY. Oh, I don't need two of them. This, GY. So it lines up more with our front. Gives us more engine. I think that that's better. Yeah. Let's do that. Okay, so then let's duplicate that. Minus. I wish I remembered what the hotkey was to get it to intersect, but that's fine. Apply all. Turn off our cutters. So again, just double check. Yeah, still looking good. But now our front is much closer to our front. Good deal. Then the next thing we want to play with, I'm going to move our ship exterior, move, new collection, exterior, turn it off. That's kind of neat looking. Interior. Where'd my map go? I had a map. Where'd it go? Oh, did it merge to that too? I hope not. Let's see. Hide. Maybe it did. Ugh. I don't want that. Let's see. Let's just double check. Yeah, it did. Undo history. Come back, come back, come back. There. Yes. Where's my interior? How far back do I need to go? Let's just grab our ship to be sure. Copy objects. Come back to the before them. That one's got separate. Okay. Okay, we're still there. Oh, that's what happened. Okay, here we go. Paste. I turned my floor plan into my starship. It's like, what? Okay, we don't want that. That's better. Are we okay with it being... Did I get the scale right still? That's fine still. Okay. Now we're back. So duplicate. Cut. Intersect. This is the other one. Oh, did I duplicate the wrong thing? Come on. Having a day, aren't I? Okay. Where's our floor plan? It is separate. Cool. Starship. Shift D. We have 3. I only want 2. Starship. Great. This control minus. This. Why am I having? Why is it duplicating my interior? Okay, weird. I see. Alt P, clear parent, keep transformations. Good. Strange. Okay, but we got it now. That, this, control minus. Great. Now we're cooking. Okay. Apply all. Turn off our cutter. So now our interior matches the exterior. We can get rid of the exterior. There's our interior. And there's our floor plan. So we are still good because we wanted this floor plan because we got to cut it. We got to figure where the door is going to be. That's the next big thing. Okay, let's make the door here. Mesh, cube, 2 meters. Come on. Even smaller than that, but scale. Good enough for government work. Okay. Door is going to be that. I'll just go straight up to here. 2 meters. Is that probably not 2 meters? Let's see. 2 meters exactly. Cool. Let's just go with 2. Okay, and turn our exterior back on. And that's where our door is going to be. Cool. Good deal. So now I should be able to take my cutter, yeah, and this cutter, this, this also again be intersect. Cool, and apply all. Turn off our cutter. And now there's our external door frame that we can use. It's kind of a weird looking one, but you know, it'll live. I'm okay with it being strange. Okay. So that's our airlock. Turn off the ship. Turn on our interior again. Yep, that is our airlock. And our airlock, take our internal. Oh, I got weird. Does it make sure it's solid? It's solid, right? Yeah, it's solid. Okay. Shift D and this minus. Cool. This. Apply all. And turn off our cutters. And now, okay. We can just edit this. Tab. X face. X face. Come on. Let's see. Should be okay to just come here and Shift S2, Tab, Alt X, mirror it that way. Right? We still good? Turn back on our floor plan. Turn off that. Oh, I didn't go quite far enough. I see. I do need to go a little further. Nah, you're good. We all good. Okay. That's fine. Apply all. Fine. Whatever. I applied it, right? Yeah, fine. We're just fixing this airlock. Theoretically, anyway. And let's see. Where are we at there? That looks good. Fill. And here to here, fill. And we're just going to get rid of this face here, I think. Okay. Then up here, X faces. Okay, sure. No. X faces. Oh, edges. How many X's we got in here? There we go. Okay. One. There. Come on, you're applied. One. That one. That one. Fill. Fill. Okay. And then no. Okay, I gotta do it this way. Yes. Yes. No. Yes. That's weird. Fill. Okay, let's see. One. Okay, so we want at last. Cool, much better. Merge at last. Great. Much better. And then merge at last. Just gonna get rid of these. Then mirror it again. See if that fixes it. Come on. Merge at last. There we go. I don't really want these like this. Merge at last. I just want to get it close. And then is there one? There's not a bottom one. Okay. Come on. Faces. Faces. Fill. Okay, now you're solid, right? Right. Right. Then okay, 2. Gonna get rid of this. Don't move it. Cool. Let's see. I think that's right. Yes, okay, that's close enough to write that we're good. It's not perfect, but definitely bring our ship back in. I smoothed it all down. Well, still not right. Can't mess with that though. What happened there? Oh, I bet you it wasn't. How do I want to handle this? I was trying to get it flush with the side of the ship, but I don't know that it's actually working super well. I'm going to try it again. P, separate the section. Just grab that thing. Now, delete this one. That. Still a little high up here. That's part of the problem. Tab. Come on. 1. Just going to get rid of these. Great. Now we're better. Cool. Now, Shift S2. Control the flat. SZ0. The hell? SZ0. Great. GZ down to there. Okay, that's where we want it. That'll work, right? Right. Okay. Extrude it out. Okay, so that looks good. I want to say SX0. Yeah, okay, flatten that in. So we've got a little bit of an internal lip too. And actually, I'm just going to take, because we can, it'll maybe make our easier. Bring our door up just a little bit. So it's inside that frame. That should help us too. Okay. Now, cutters. Bring our starship cutter. Minus. This object is going to be, instead of a minus, it's going to be a intersection. And apply all. Turn off our starship cutter. Does that look better? That does look better. And now we have our airlock. Problem is it's not exactly even flat across, which is why I was having issues with it. But that's fine. Just going to take that was Control I, and so now it should just be the external one. Yeah, all the extrude along normals, just ever so slightly. There is our airlock coming out there, or a hatch, or whatever we want to call it. That's where the hatch is going to be. It's on the right side of the ship. Did I even put it in the right spot? Let's see. Get rid of our starship. Get rid of our exterior. Z8. Yes, our door is correct. Oh, I was upside down. That's why I was like, why does it look like it's on the wrong side? Because I was upside down. Okay, yes. So that's our door to our ship. Okay. Good deal. A lot of screwing around, but we're finally there. Let's go ahead and save this thing. 260710 Nobility RV. Okay. So external, exterior, or interior first? I think the first thing I want to do I think I want to build up my interior a little bit first because it's not exactly right there, because that's what was messing with me here before, is our floor doesn't match exactly because it has that external section there, which is supposed to be wall. Like, this is not totally symmetrically living space inside, which is fine. We didn't want it to be, but let's come here and take this thing, and I'm going to duplicate it, and we're going to make it int walls. We're going to solo it, and now we can kind of come in and tab K. We're just going to line it up. And we could Y. Cool, that does work. You don't have to exit out. There, go that far. X faces. Goodbye. Cool. Then over on this side, KY. X. Okay, and then down here, there we go. Okay. This is going to be our actual interior section now. E 2.5 tab A E 2.5. Right? Yes. Mm-hmm. Great. So we actually get rid of that other one. I'm going to. How do I do this? Let's do Alt P, clear parent, keep transformation, just to make sure. Because now, great. Okay. It's our actual interior. Then we can take this to this and minus, and this, and it's going to be, again, intersection. Cool. Hide cutters. And that is what the actual inside of our living space is going to look like. Cool. And turn back on our exteriors to make sure nothing is clipping out. Not really to speak of. We're good. Okay. So then we can take this bad boy here, tab, and grab that and that and E to just inside that space. Great. There's our airlock. So the rest of the other stuff is going to be like, ship internals and such. This actually does come right to the end, or close to, but it's fine. I actually think we're going to take our ship and I'm going to just make it just a tiny bit taller maybe, or not. Well, we'll have to pull that out then too, won't we? Let's see. Medium point scale. No, how do we want to deal with it? SX. Just a titch. And then SY, try it. No, not SY, SZ. Okay, cool. So just made the barrier of the ship big. I don't know why I'm caring, but you know, hey. And then that can just go GX, right? Mm-hmm. Cool. I don't know that we care. That's where our door's going. We can tweak the door later if we need to. And again, we're just going to grab it and come back inside and GX to there. So now our ship has a little bit more thickness, which you probably needed. Although probably no one but me will ever notice. All right. So we can't cut into our ship any more than this, but we can go bigger as we add on to it. Well, we can cut into the back. A little bit for our engines. Cool. Let's do the exterior first. I'm just feeling more exterior right now. Let's give it some engines. First, let's sharpen the thing. Okay, and then I think let's apply all. Maybe. Maybe not, actually. We can just edit this one thing then. Great. I'm going to say... Cool. Single face. Good deal. It's already kind of wonked, so it doesn't really matter. Face. Poke the face. 1Q circle. Great. Place for engines. I don't have to use them necessarily, but... And I think given that we have these things on the top and bottom, we should maybe make them engines as well, because there's no, they're not cockpits. So there's something like an engine. So we could take, let's go this to this, this to this. Actually, no, let's do KCZ. No, well, maybe. No, I'm gonna try. Let's look at it. 1-9 from the back. Yes. To there. 2. I don't know. Let's see if this will work. Straighten that in. Yeah, that's better. Straighten that in too. Cool. Now we can grab these parts. Yes. Inset slightly. And we have kind of cool looking other engine things on that part there. I'm into it. Looks good. I don't think I want it to stay necessarily 100% quadrilaterally symmetrical. So let's apply all. And we're just going to go to bilateral now. Mirror it. So now it's just bilaterally symmetrical instead of, or sorry, laterally symmetrical instead of bilaterally symmetrical. Right. Let's give it some parts. Morning, Michael. How you doing? Hey, Nuku. Cap locks are fine with me. I do that a lot. Particularly in Blender, I keep trying to hit tab and hit cap locks, and I don't realize I have cap lock hit for forever. And I'm like, ah! I'm looking for some parts. And I don't care about the material because we're going to get rid of it. So let's look for that. Vings? Vings! Let's grab some wings. I like these kind of like narrower wings. I think they're fun. Mm-hmm. Kind of line it up like that. That feels kind of fun. That does feel fun. Maybe out a little bit more. Yeah. It's kind of almost Star Wars. Ah, well, you know, that happens. It's some kind of weird Star Destroyer vibe almost, which I'm not sure is what we're really looking for. Don't do that. This thing. Can bring that forward even more. Now it's definitely TIE Fighter looking. That might be a little too TIE Fighter looking. Cool though. So when something is too much, you either get rid of it or you add more shit to it till it's not. But let's try. If we can change it around a little bit. Let's see. Bring it forward so they're kind of more wing-like. I don't know. Like I said, we're just playing. Pull it out so that matches to that. That feels kind of neat. Kind of into that. Nobility is from the other planet. So this is because we're going more with Britain than necessarily Empire in our vibe. The other planet is London. This planet is their rural holdings up in the north somewhere. Is kind of the vibe. So it's not like, I mean, it's kind of Empire, I guess, but it's not like far away. So the nobility may have been originally from this planet. We're not sure. It's a long time ago, but government happens on the other planet. People's holdings and money making options are on their other ones. Oh, that's we need a hole. We need to fix that. Okay. Got a hole. If that makes a sense. Dear God. What's up with that hole? How do we fix this? No. These wings were definitely not meant to be done this too. Let's try something else then. I'm not going to get rid of it exactly, but object, set origin to center of mass surface. Actually, let's just apply all. Object, set origin, center of mass volume. Cool. Mirror it that way as well. No. Just a little bit of that. Are they solid now? Closer to. Not full on colonialism, no. Although the Welsh might have something to say about that. Yeah, that's cooler. That's better. I don't like the point at the end, but I think we can just chop it. One of two ways. We either let's chop it this way. Mesh, cube. Yeah, exactly. And there definitely are those groups here. So that's the other thing too, is that like it's not 100%. Oh, come on. A happy thing. Exact. Let's just try float. See if float's better. See if float gives us what we need. Float gives us what we need. Great. Apply all. Wing destroyed. Just gonna hide those cutters too. Okay. Still not where I want it to be, but much better. We got to give it mirrored again though. Okay. Yeah, you get it. You know, I think I don't want this bottom cell. I was kind of thinking I liked it, but the more I look at it, the less I like it. So let's just get rid of it. As long as we do not touch our interior, we can do almost anything we want to. So like that should be fine. Float, yes. Cool. And apply that. We'll keep the binary. Great. No, that's better. I didn't really like it. Something to try, but I didn't really like it. It's not perfect the way it is yet, but it's better. And we're working towards it. Okay. And now it can land, which we definitely want to feel like it could have landing gear. We're going to give it a bit more of a boost under here, I think. Whole parts. Yeah, sure. I'm going to use this one just because why not? Bring it in, scale it down, bring it back. That's fun. Actually, really like that. Maybe scale it up just a bit. Nah, no, I don't think so. I do like it coming forward. Let's see if we can bring it forward just a little bit more. Get out of our engines. And just make sure that it is not in our internal walls. It is. So we'll have to either cut it out or bring it down. Let's just bring it down. Let's try to be. Nothing touches that interior space. We've spent too much time establishing it to fuck it up. Cool. Well, that's better. Let's just pull that out even a little more. There we go. Cool. So internal space, still good. I have a feeling that's what we're going to be mostly working on Monday. So I want to make sure we keep it acceptable. But I like that back part. That's looking good. We got to do something in here. We could just greeble the hell out of it. That might be the best option. Liking that. We really use almost anything at this point. Just kind of the cool part to this stuff. Okay, that's a solid part. Yes. Scale it down. Bring it in. And again, just make sure that we're not inside our ship too much. We're not. We're fine. Something cool. Let's see. kind of haven't really established how engines work on this, but I do like that those four things kind of mirror each other on each side. I don't think that those are engines exactly though, but we can maybe come back through here and let's grab this E and bring it back along the length of our hull more. Yeah. And let's add some edge cuts, just a couple. And then here, let's take those strong normals. Come on. Make them bigger. Something like that. Just so it ties into our ship a little bit more. Sure. And we could just make these engines now too. Or something like that. Feels like a bruiser. But then again, these things have to get into space, so that doesn't really bother me. And we're just double checking. Oh, see, we touched into our ship here, which we don't like. So we have to go out. At least to there. Which does not hurt us in any way. That's fine. That is completely fine. Mm-hmm. Playing with it. It's kind of like flying around in my head, doing this like wee. Kind of helps me anyway, sort of think what I want to do with it, see how it goes. Yeah, it's the gravity part that's tricky, and the radiation, and the you know. How do we feel about that? Well, we don't love that, but go back up to there. How do I feel about that? It doesn't quite work. Well, I don't know. Kind of think it's neat. What if we take, I don't know, say that a lot today. That down like that. We introduce a little bit of a hole, but that's okay. Nothing really wrong with that. I think that's kind of neat. Now, I think our cockpit actually looks pretty good as a cockpit there. It's not bad that it's doing this thing here. We could maybe just come look at it and see. Can I get rid of those? Yes, I can. Okay. Oh, come on. There we go. And because again, it gets weird with that turned on sometimes. Let's just turn it off. A knife from here to here. Knife from here to here. And here to here. And here to here. Cool. And then we can mirror it that way. Apply all again. Cool. Then let's see. All right, I need to do that one because we'll mirror it. Oh, come on. Clears it. Edge. Clear seam. That's it. That's what we wanted to do. And clear S mark now. I'll mark that. Now let's see. No. There we go. Now our window's just a little better, I think. How do we feel about that better? That's kind of neater. We could even get rid of that center one there too. Just have like a single windshield across. That could be cool. This time we will have to apply all. Come here. Not that one. Get rid of those. Okay. There. There. Edge. Clear seam. Okay. And I should probably combine those. Cool. Just getting our cockpit looking correct, or as correct as we want it to be. 3, 2, L, no. L, sharp, yes. Cool. And 3D cursor, SY0. There we go. Flatten it out. Okay. I'm into that, I think. We're going to have to deal with cockpit space as we work on the interior too, but I think that is more than my brain power is capable of right now at the moment. So I think we'll just keep working on this. This bad boy here. I don't know if I like that seam, so let's do the same thing to this one. Great. And let's get rid of it. And then knife across the front just to keep our edge loops good. And 3. Can you even bring that forward? How do we feel about that? Kind of inverse that section. I don't mind that. I do not mind that. Maybe make these sharp again. Or for the first time. Yeah, okay. Sure. Now, no guns, and I don't really want things that look super much like guns. So normally, like you put some like spiky things in the front here, and you're like, oh look, it has laser blasters. We don't really want to do that, but we do want a few spiky things sticking off of it or around it somewhere. So let's start thinking about that a little bit as we move forward. Okay. Let's take this thing and put it down here. See how we feel about it. Scale it in. Start scaling on its origin. Cool. Or not even individual origin, sorry, median point. Just to keep it good. Down. Mhm. To there. Okay, maybe. No, not yet. You are symmetrical, right? You're going to be symmetrical if you're not. So let's just make sure you're symmetrical. You are now. And I want to grab this. Cool. Yes. And E up. Just so it goes into our ship. Cool. And we're still in the back part, so it doesn't matter. The front one's already clipped through, so that's fine. It's good. There we go. That's a neat looking bottom now. I'm kind of feeling it. Again, it's not a sleek ship, but it's a camper, in space. So that's okay. The more I look at it, though, the less I like that line there. But we will have to redo parts of the airlock if we mess with it. Well, it's fine. No. Yeah. I think I like that better. And we can just fix the airlock too, kind of the same way, I think. Let's just look at it and see. Yeah. No. Let's see. Is there more? Am I missing yeah, I'm missing a section that I didn't grab. Right? Yes, I am. Or not. Weird. Okay. Let's just say 2. Fill. I can live with that, I think. Fill. Cool. Yeah. How do we feel with that? Yeah, I'm good with that. I like that better. I think I like it a lot better, actually. Great. And now let's do the same thing to this section here, which does not have a door in it, so make it your lives easier. We have to at least fill these. We should probably fill them all, but Yeah, that's better. Let's fill them all though. Again, I like starting from happy accidents and random ship generators and all that kind of stuff, but it's important that to me that you're not bound by that stuff. Like it's great that I used random starship. It got me a neat place to start, but it's not random starship, it's mine. And that's the important thing to remember. And it's kind of easy to get stuck with like, oh, but it made it that way. It doesn't matter. You can always go through and edit it, cut it apart, make it how you want it. Okay. Way better. I'm just way more into that as a ship, I think. Yes. And then here we can come in and actually, this is kind of an interesting space now. Huh. GX, can I bring that out a little bit? Yeah, that's better. Cool. And we can even then come across here and we'll join that like that. Mm-hmm. Heck yeah. Okay, so we got that in the bottom. We're kind of building up a little bit. We're getting some stuff we like. Do we want more greebly bits? Do we want more hull bits? Like these whole sections are not huge, so I could buy that. That's like an actual panel. That's fine. I don't know that we need a lot more sub panels on them. Although obviously you can always add more greebly panel bits. It rarely causes people to go, that spaceship doesn't look good anymore. Sometimes it should cause people to do that, but it doesn't often. Okay, let's grab. Go all the way, sure. And tab, shift Q, turn off dynamic scale. Random tubes. And let's see. Those are way too wide. Let's bring them in. And a max offset of 0.01. Just like some tubes in the sometimes like just helps give a little bit of like, I don't know, vibe to it. It's a little much though. I think, and let's see, is that, have they been stretched? They have been stretched. Let's undo this. Control A, rotation scale. Now let's do it. Tubes. Okay, yeah, now they're better. It's like that wasn't that wide. Fun. I think that's just a good nod to something. Cool. Let's do the same thing down here. Let's grab those. And that one too. Why not? Tubes. Seed. Great. I think that's actually even enough. You don't need a lot. I just want a little bit of something kind of adding along the ship side. Cool. Nice. I'm kind of liking the ship. I mean, I like making ships in general, so whatever. But I do. I feel like I want something in here. I don't know what though, but like that kind of that calls out for something. Inset in a little bit like that. Yeah. Don't know why. Don't know that it matters, but I think it's cool looking. Like I don't think it's gonna be like an engine or a light or anything like that, although it could be. But okay. Now let's just come back again and double check our interior. Okay, that one pipe came in. I'll let it go. So it might be kind of neat. Oh, it's from the other side. Right, that's why. Is it this one? I say I let it go, but I'm not going to. You caught that, right? Where am I? There we go. And just make sure that they have fill the caps. That's fine. No, I mean, I just said I was going to leave it, then I didn't leave it. That's all. That's the only thing you had to catch. It's not that big a deal. I don't think you need to yell. It's just me being me. Let's do this, though. I think we will. Actually, L. Just grab that section. Yeah, sure, that's a big section. But you know what? That could be okay. Well, no, I don't want all that part. So that thing, come here. Come here, you. Grab here, to here, to here, to here. There you go. When in doubt, just say that. Panels. Panel seed. Radial. Yeah, max of 25. Minimum of 5. And I'm going to say, where are we? Depth of 0.02. 1. And thickness of 0.01. I'm just giving it a bit more paneling underneath those pipes, mostly to hide that connection point that I raised up. But that's fine. Okay. But you say distress hole, but it might be time to start materializing this thing. Let's see. The last question is, do we like this center cut down the middle? Like, probably not the last question, but do we like that? Let's apply all. Apply all. Get rid of it. Or do we like it better without it? Bit of a pain to come through and connect all these edges, but I think we might do it. Let's have a little less of a divide. Still got a little bit of a dip, but I think there's a bit much of an undo. Bit much of a dip. I'm kind of psyched that this ship is going to work inside and out. That's so rare in TV. I remember watching the Cowboy Bebop live action show and being super psyched that the interior matches the exterior. Like they did such a good job on that. Whole show was good. I know people were being dicks about it, but anime fans are morons sometimes. Um, Anime fans and their purity tests piss me off. So, live action was awesome. Anyway, enough of that. Okay. Did that work? I'm not sure that's the right one. Let's see. There we go. Yeah, that's neater. I like it better being more in line like that. Sharpen. I'm going to mirror it now. That feels cool. RV in space. Need to give it a good material, and I'm not sure what that's going to be at this point because I don't want it to have that Star Wars grungy vibe, but I also don't want it to be super clean. So, like right now, that's too grungy. AU cube projection. Let's just come through and see what we got. We do have a few of these that I don't use very often. Let's see the sunny add material. I feel like it's too big. Like most of these are too big. Yeah, Israel. We could tweak that, but just the scale just seems way weird on that. A little too much. Let's just see what else. I'm gonna try a couple others. Start the Starfleet. Starfleet might be getting close to the best for this, although it's a little dark. And again, scale. Width is going to be 2, 1. Just to try that. Change the scale on that a little bit. Yeah, maybe. Color. Let's brighten it up like that. Brighten it up to like that. Maybe. Maybe. Grid color. Brighten that up as well, just so we don't see as much. How do we feel about that? Possible. We might just do like a paint, honestly. But link materials. Obviously, this can't all be this, but I just want to start thinking about it. That's going to have to be into our next playtime. Tab A, U, Smart UV Project, sure. And then that, link materials. Thanks for being smaller. Like, see, like some of those don't work at all. But, you know. What's this one? Come on. Oh. Get rid of those. Tab A U cube project. That's the wrong scale. But fine. I just wanted to see, you know, maybe, but probably not. There are a few things we can do. So I'm going to grab this one, and we're going to go with, where's our panel? What's it called? Come on. Oh, I didn't use it. That's right. Because I went with the max. Let's just go shader materials, metal standard. Let's see, yeah, that's just way too wonked out. But I could possibly grab these. Right? How do we want to do with it? Just grab that whole section. And then Starfleet. And then tab. How complicated is this? Oh, that's a nightmare. Go back up. Let's take that. Yeah. Yes. Yeah, okay. Here's what we're going to do. I want... That's not really going to work well. It might be easier just to make it ourselves again. Because it's not going to jump between those two well. Let's try, though. Come here, tab. Do we have just a shader? There's the Aztec node group. Oh, I see. Window mask. Yeah, we're not going to mess with that right now. I think it's going to be easier to build a new one than it is to modify this one. The only one we could try. I'm not going to mess with it. Not going to do it right now. We're at almost our time anyway. I'm not going to start jumping into materials. I feel pretty good about it, though. So we got our ship overall. Wings. Just going to move all this. New collection, exterior. Turn it off. Okay. And this too. This. And this. Move to exterior. Airlock's its own thing. Move it to its own group, actually. Because it's going to cross both. And then we have our internal walls, which I'm just going to give it another color. Just going to nuke that to make my life easier. And then our internal map. And we'll move those. New collection, interior. Turn that off. Turn our exterior back on. Alrighty. So that's what we got to today. It's not bad. We're not done yet, obviously anywhere near, but not a bad start. I think our ship is coming along. I like that we have it mapped to the inside, to the RV plan, and then we can build the RV plan too, and that'll be cool. But on that note, I think we're going to call it for the day. Well, actually, we're going to change this because this is one thing that's just annoying me here. I just don't like this. Yeah. let's see what happens if we get rid of this. Yeah, okay. Okay. See, I can't stop. Can't stop, won't stop. But that's better. Oh, that's not mirrored yet. We need to fix it, but yes. Anyway, we can just apply that. Now we can fix this. Simplify it down a little bit. Get rid of that weird shape that was happening that I did not like. Okay, and then now we can grab these. Actually, and then we'll call it. SY0. That work the way we want it to? We want it to there. And then there we go. Oh, that's why the medium points to the 3D cursor, but much better. It's me. Anyway, now we're going to call it there. Thanks for hanging out with me, everybody. I appreciate it. I hope this was fun. I had a good time making it. We will work some more on it, as we continue on. There we go. But we're getting there. Cool. And I hope everybody has a great weekend. And I will see you all again on Monday, where we will keep working on the exterior and then starting on the interior of the ship. Take care, folks. Have a good one. Bye.